Hi guys, welcome to my channel Glam Powder. In today's video I'm going to run through all the books that I've read in the past based on law of attraction. I feel like this is a really exciting video for me because I'm always excited to tell people about all the books I've read and how they've helped me, and I'm sure they'll help you as well. Or if you're kind of watching this video to know what you could read next, this would be a really good video for you. I'm going to start with the first book, Ask and It's Given. This is by Esther and Jerry Hicks. This is actually one of my second favorite books because my first one is The Magic, but this is an amazing book to read. It's a good start if you're not familiar with law of attraction. This is a good place to start with, and of course there are other books that you can read, but this is a thorough kind of book that you can see it's quite thick. It goes through, pretty much everything. It has 22 processes that you can follow, and what I like about those processes is that these processes tell you when to practice this process, and also it gives you something called emotions range, I think, and which is like set of emotions that you might be feeling, and then you can follow that process. So it gives you a range of emotions that if you're feeling depressed, okay, read this process. That's really good, but that's the second half of the book. The first half of the book goes through a lot of things, a lot of processes as well that you can practice, and money, health, a lot of things in your life, inner growth. So it's a great book to read, and I'm sure you'll achieve whatever you're trying to achieve after reading this book. The second book that I want to show you is the Abundance book. This is by John Randolph Price. This is a really thin book. This is more based on money. This purely focuses on money. The book I told you before, Ask and It's Given, that focuses on pretty much everything. So this is more focused on money. This has a 40-day prosperity plan as well, which is really similar to Think and Grow Rich's creative process, but this is more thorough. So it's got 40 points, and you've got to read all of them and practice them for 40 days, because the idea is that your mind takes 40 days to retrain itself, so you will get into money mindset after reading this book. I actually read this book while traveling to Glasgow from London. It's a 5 hours journey, and I think I read it in about an hour. And me and my husband were setting up the business at that point, and after practicing this book, the combination of the Magic's money process and this 40-day prosperity plan, I can say about 2.5 months later we actually got the investment for our business. So I think these practices are really powerful, so you definitely check this book out. It's a really tiny book as well. You can get it from Amazon or any bookshop, so I'm sure this would help you attract your money goals. The next book I'm going to talk to you about is this one, The Science of Getting Rich. I don't think you can see it clearly. This is from Amazon. I think they kind of do their own hardcovers. But this is a great book if you're looking to get rich and you don't want to kind of get into too much metaphysics of things, and you just want to be quickly, and you're willing to read something and apply that, and you're willing to do it and follow the process. This is a great book to work towards the prosperity and the money. It's a great book. It also talks about sort of the gratitude, the process, the willingness to get rich. So all of those things are quite explained, and actions which are really important. So this is a great book to kind of read through if you just want to just quickly focus on the money and just understand how to follow law of attraction to attract more money. The next book I'm going to go through is this. It's actually a series, E Squared and E Cubed, and this is by Gabrielle Bernstein. These are actually really cool books. I absolutely love them. I read these last year. It's got 9 experiments, and they both got like 9 different experiments. This has got 9 more experiments, the E cubed, and E squared is the 9 initial experiments. But these are really great books to read, and whenever you practice those experiments, it gives you chills because they're so cool. There's an experiment called, I think, Albie Einstein, which is a kind of experiment about this energy, and you put your hands like close to each other and you just realize that everything moves in energy. It's based on Albert Einstein's formula of E equals mc squared. So this is a really cool book if you're just really out there, you just wanted to see things. When you actually do things and experiment things, your mind will remember that. When you focus on those things, you're focusing on energies, and when you focus on those things like have worked in the past, you're channeling that sort of energy. So it's really good to you know, have these experiments and practice them. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy them. The next book I want to talk to you about, The Magic, is from the most famous series, The Secret, by Rhonda Byrne. This is actually my day-to-day book that I kind of practice. This is full of 28 days of practice, so I would recommend that you read something like Ask and It's Given or The Secret, or do some research on law of attraction and you understand the whole concept first and then go on to practice these things, because it's really, if you dive straight into it, like, it will explain things, but I always think it's better to understand the whole concept first of what it is, what does it mean to attract money, health, wealth and everything. So, and then you go on to these 28 days practices. So pretty amazing book. And I think you start with count your blessings, the gratitude. So if you don't have a gratitude journal, then this would be a great book to get you into writing your gratitude journals. And 28 days are pretty much a month, and I'm pretty sure this will change your life. It focuses on health, work, and a lot of practices, little things like magical air, which is a practice about, you know, being thankful about the nature. So I definitely recommend reading this, and if you are aware of law of attraction, I definitely recommend that you get your hands on this book and start practicing those 28 days practices. It'll be really good. It's just a little experiment, and like I said previously, when you kind of do things and they, you know, try to attract things, little experiments, and they happen, you remember those things and you'll channel those energy when you try to attract something in the future. The next book I'm going to talk to you about is this one, The Map. This is actually my favorite, also, well, they all are my favorite, but this is one of my favorite books. I read this actually 6 years ago after reading The Secret, and I think this book has really helped me kind of to get where I am in my life, because this book focuses on sort of like self-sabotaging, things that hold us back, insecurity, jealousy, basically everything negative that we do that blocks us from receiving our goals. This book kind of helps you get out of those things. We all have a negative side to us, so this really helps you kind of get out of those negative thoughts. And if you're feeling insecure, you know, if you feel like you sometimes just mess things up, if you have an opportunity, like, you know, if you're looking for a job and then you kind of stop looking for a job, and if an opportunity comes, then now you're not prepared. So if you're just kind of going through those sort of feelings, if you're trying to attract a partner and if then somebody comes and then you kind of get insecure, those kind of things, this book will really help you kind of understand those feelings and get out of that zone and attract whatever you want. The next book I want to go through with you is this one, Dear Universe. This is kind of a different type of book. This is something I guess you can use pretty much every day. So the book has first half of the book is the sort of feelings. So you look at those feelings and then you open a book, and then there's a slight explanation of the book and then of the feeling, and then there's a little like I call it a prayer, but it's like an affirmation or meditation, whatever you want to call it, to come out of that sort of feeling. So you have the section, which is the second one, how you want to feel. So if you're not feeling depressed, or you just suddenly want to feel happy or focused, then you go on that particular chapter, and then you read the affirmation. So it's really like, I don't know, this one is like, I think randomly aligned. So this is just one chapter, and then you have the whole meditation down here. It's really cool book. I actually will give you an example of this. The affirmation or the prayer is, Dear Universe, thank you for this beautiful feeling of alignment. I trust that everything is in the perfect place to begin manifesting my goals, dreams, wishes and desires. May I seek joy in every experience along my journey. So be it, so it is. So I personally just love this book. I feel like this is like my little Bible. I can just open and read a prayer to the universe. Next book I'm going to talk to you about is Think and Grow Rich. This is again kind of weird cover. I got it from Amazon with The Science of Getting Rich, so I think they just make their own hardcovers. But this is a great book to read. It's by Napoleon Hill. I think Bob Proctor talks a lot about this book. I think he said this is the book that he read that changed his life. This is a book that focuses on everything. Anything that you want to attract in your life, it focuses on everything, making you understand what the process is, the creative process, which is the process this talks about to kind of manifest things that you want to manifest, vision boards. It's a great book to read, to overall understand and, you know, apply your learnings quite quickly. This book will definitely help you attract things in your life, money, health, wealth, whatever you want. This book is a great book to read and apply in your day-to-day life. The next set of books I'm going to talk to you about is this set of books by Rhonda Byrne, and I think the first one I'm going to go with is The Hero. This is a great book for channeling that hero within you. We all have a hero inside us, and you know, we have our dreams. The purpose of our life is to do something that we truly love and desire. So this is really great book. This book is really about you, yourself, your inner self, and you know, opportunities and things that you sometimes miss, and that might actually help you be somewhere that you want to be. So please read this book. I would say if you are stuck in a place where you don't want to be, if you're at a job that you don't want to be in and you have a goal, if you want to be, let's say you're in an IT job and you want to be a makeup artist, this is a great book to read, and it will really inspire you to take the final action that you need to achieve your goals. The next book I'm going to talk to you about is The Secret. This is the most famous book. The law of attraction concept talks about the health, wealth, the secret to everything really. So it's a really great book to read, just to learn about law of attraction. It's got like different sort of people, like Bob Proctor. That's how I actually came across Bob Proctor. You know, all these people that talk about their experiences. So it's a great book, and if you don't want to read the book, you can watch The Secret YouTube documentary as well, which is pretty much audible version of this book. Yeah, it's a great book to start with as well. If you're more looking to learn about law of attraction, it's a great book to start with and understand what the concept of law of attraction is. The next book I'm going to talk to you about is this one, The Power. This is a great book if you are looking to be inspired, be motivated, and to understand the power within you, the power that goes with the money, the power that comes with, you know, all the things that we're trying to attract, and life, the power in our life, the power that we have within ourselves to attract whatever we want. So read this book if you're really looking to, you know, channel that power inside you to help you achieve your goals. And the final book I'm going to talk to you about is How the Secret Changed My Life. I kept this at last because I just think this is an amazing book. You know, sometimes I really get inspired by looking at what other people have done, and this really goes through stories of different people. It actually got, if you're into makeup, it's got a story of Anastasia Beverly Hills brand, the owner of that, and how she followed the magic, and well, not the magic but the law of attraction, to get where she is now. There are stories about people, and it has like different you know, stories about everything. Like I remember a story about somebody losing their dog, and people say that they don't return after a certain point, and the dog actually returned, or they found the dog, and it's quite inspiring. It actually makes you understand that anything is possible and the life is truly magical. So guys, these are all the books that have helped me in my life, and I never used to like reading. So if you're sort of person who says that you don't like reading, please read these books or give it a go. You will start enjoying reading. You can download them on Kindle, you know, listen to audio version of these, but they will really help you get somewhere far in life if you're really a true believer of law of attraction. I hope this video is quite helpful for you guys and helps you pick your next book or start somewhere to understand law of attraction, and I wish you a magnificent day.